Faith doesn't cancel out preparation. Hey friend, welcome to A Talk with T. Today we're talking about saving money. And guess what? It is biblical. So this is what I need you to do. Grab your journal, get your coffee, get your juice, get your pen, get whatever you need, and let's talk about it, okay? So savings is wise. Saving money is wise. Remember what our grandmothers used to say? You better save for a rainy day. And what does that mean? That means because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, okay? So saving is wise. Proverbs 21:20 says, precious oil and treasure are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. So what am I saying? I'm saying whatever you have, you are to cherish it, take care of it, and save it. Now, a foolish man will devour. What is that? What am I saying? That means a foolish man is going to spend up everything that he has. A foolish man is not going to think about what tomorrow may bring. A foolish man is going to get his paycheck, okay, and spend it on whatever his vices are. Remember this. If you don't take anything else from me, but I want you to remember this. A fool and his money is soon to be departed. That's what this scripture is saying. Okay, so there are biblical examples of preparation. In Genesis 41, Joseph in Egypt had 7 years of gathering and storing a fifth of Egypt's grain. So Joseph interpreted dreams. Joseph went through a whole lot. He went from the pit to the palace. And once he became the head person in charge for Egypt's for Egypt, he went to Pharaoh and he said, listen, we're going to save a fifth of all the grain. So Joseph wasn't able to so when the famine comes, that's that rainy day. The famine is that rainy day. So when the famine comes, we will have something. And it's not just for us, it's for surrounding people. So when you're wise with your savings, it's not just about you. If your sister called you and say, hey, can you lend me a few dollars? You got it. If your brother called you and say, hey, can I hold, this is how we say it in my family, can I hold something? Then you can let them hold something. If a friend needs to borrow something, or you just want to be generous and gift somebody something, you have it and it's not a strain on you. That's the beauty of saving. I wasn't always there. I wasn't always a saver. No. I wish I could say that. But when I started to fix my finances, saving was a key part of it, okay? And so how do you build that financial wherewithal? How do you get started? You can get started by practicing tithing. Give 10%. You can give it to your local church, the church that you're a member to, or you can just find whatever God lays on your heart to bless somebody, right? Save 10 to 20% and you live on the remainder. Once you condition your mind to live on the remainder, you're not stressed out about things because you're going to take what you have and you're going to be able to pay bills. Now, I understand everybody's finances is different, right? So maybe you can't maybe you can't give the 10%, but give 5. Maybe you can't give 5, but give 3. Maybe you can't save the 10 to 20%, but save something. If you start out with saving out of each paycheck, no matter what your income is, if you start out with saving a few dollars saved is better than 0 saved. So start with saving something. I had a friend back in the day. We were all on public assistance. And I remember one time something was going on and she said, I'll take it out my savings. Your savings? How do you have savings? We get $300 a month. She said, every month I save something from that. Now, if she could save from $300 a month, if you're making $10 an hour, $15 an hour, you can save something, but you have to condition yourself to say, this is what I want to do. Okay, and you can live off the remainder. You live off the remainder. Once you get used to doing that, it's not even a big deal. You just are accustomed to doing it, okay? So we have come to the end of the video. I'm trying to keep the video short. If this resonated with you, or if you think it resonates with somebody else, share the video. Over here to Talk with T, we have practical biblical teachings, and today we covered savings is wise and don't devour like the foolish man. The biblical example is when Joseph stored up a fifth of the grain in Egypt and was able to help his people and the surrounding people. And get into the book of Joseph, not in Genesis. That story about Joseph is something, because he went through a lot and was still able to save his people who sold him out. All right, so get into that. And then to build that financial system, tithe 10% or less if you have to. Save 10 to 20%, get started with less if you have to, and live off the remainder and remain there. Once you start doing that, you'll be accustomed to it, and it's not a big deal. It's just like when we have our bills on auto pay. You don't miss it. You can't miss what you have not seen. So once you automatically start doing these things, then those savings, and if you want to go take a trip, if you want to go buy something, whatever you want to do, you'll have the means and you won't be stressed out. So come back for some more practical biblical teaching. Bye for now.